Hey y'all, and welcome to PolitiBrawl. My name is Brian, and Senator Kennedy is out here once again reminding us that he is an absolute pit bull, because if you come at him at all, or any one of his constituents, there is going to be hell to pay, and Senator Kennedy will come to collect. Let's dive in.
I wish I understood better why bad things happen to good people. If I make it to heaven, I'm going to ask. For those people who don't believe in objective evil, all you have to do is look at what happened in our city early this morning. If this doesn't trigger the gag reflex of every American, every fair-minded American, I'll be very surprised. I'm here because these are my people. I'm here because these are my people's friends. I'm here because there are a lot of Louisianians that are scared tonight. I don't want them to be. There's a lot of information going around. Some of it is actually true. Some of it isn't. The federal government is now in charge of this investigation. By that I mean the White House, the FBI, the Department of Homeland Security, and the Department of Justice. I have not talked to the FBI. Maybe they've talked to my staff. I don't know. I did talk to the Secretary of Homeland Security a little while ago. And I told him that with all the respect I could muster, that we expect to put the full force and resources of the federal government behind this investigation. Our state troopers, our local police departments, our sheriffs, we've got many sheriffs here today, have been terrific so far. The federal government is cooperating with them. I hope that will continue. Here's what I want to ask from the federal government. Catch these people. Catch these people. And then tell the American people the truth. Now, I don't want you to tell us yet anything's going to interfere with your investigation. And there are things that I've been told that I think are true that I'm not sharing with you today because it could interfere with their investigation. But after we get to the bottom of this, they need to tell the American people the truth, and the people in New Orleans the truth, and the people of America the truth. I think the mayor and the governor are very wise to postpone this ball game for 24 hours. There's just too much stuff we don't know, and it's just not worth it. But I guess my final point is, I will promise you this. I will, when it is appropriate and this investigation is complete, you will find out what happened and who was responsible. Or I will raise fresh hell. And I will chase those in the federal government who are responsible for telling us what happened, like they stole Christmas.
Go get him, Senator Kennedy. Go get him. And that's why he's one of my favorite senators. It's not just because he's good at turning a phrase. It's not just because he's good at being smart on camera. It's not just because he is a crack lawyer who knows exactly what to do and how to get to the bottom of an investigation. It's because he cares about his constituency. He cares about his people. He cares about New Orleans, which is, by the way, one of, if not the most important city in America. It's right by a whole coast of oil refineries. It's at the mouth of one of the most navigable rivers with direct ties to the American heartland. All right, all that corn in Iowa, it goes down the Mississippi. And so New Orleans is one of the most important, if not the most important ports, not in just America, but in the world. And it was attacked the other day. It was attacked needlessly and mindlessly by, so far, this is the suspect, and we have to call him suspect because, well, we don't know the whole story just yet. But we do know that the dude that was driving a vehicle on Bourbon Street, mowing down people indiscriminately. Let's see, he goes by the name of Shamsud Din Jabbar, who was, according to Fox News, a member of the U.S. military and was, according to the FBI, pretty much radicalized by ISIS. Now, there's a lot of criticisms of the FBI and the CIA, and I want to clear their names on this because they're not proactive. Proactive justice is essentially a kind of tyranny. This is why the FBI says time and time again, this person was on our radar, we were watching this person, but they don't do anything. Because there's this fine line that if they cross it, they're never coming back. Okay? We're never getting certain liberties back if the FBI and CIA crosses an official legal line. And this is what separates us from the Soviet Union when they had the KGB. Or the communists in China with their own intelligence agencies. This is what separates us from the communists. This is what's so unique about the West. We have due process. But we also have a problem. And instead of solving those problems today, Senator Kennedy is merely saying that he's letting this whole scenario play out because he wants justice to be served. And the question that we need to ask ourselves is, what is the cost of justice? There are casualties, and it's a sad, terrible thing to admit. And today, we're all New Orleans Saints fans. All right, we're all people that want to go down to Cafe Du Monde. We're all craving beignets today. We all want to embrace that New Orleans spirit. And this is tough for me to say. I'm a Georgia boy and a huge Falcons fan. But like the doctor who was treating Reagan after the attempt on his life, Reagan just weakly said, I hope you're a Republican, or I hope you're not a Democrat. And the doctor, who I think was a Democrat, said, today, sir, we're all Republicans. That is the right kind of spirit that we need to have here today. We're all thinking about New Orleans. We're all thinking about people who are down there. We're all thinking about the friends who have visited. And I've never been. I've never been. Like I said, I'm a huge Falcons fan. I'm not a New Orleans Saints fan by any stretch of the imagination. I still carry emotional baggage from Drew Brees. But these people are hurting today. And these people are going to be hurting for a while. People who have been attacked needlessly and randomly in their own neighborhoods, that causes a kind of trauma that's pretty tough to get over. So we're all thinking about the folks there in New Orleans. We're all thinking about those backwater Creoles and Cajuns who actually know how to season up their food. There's good people down there. I've met those people. Granddaddy once took me a couple of times, took me on a trip over on the other side of Natchez and visited a whole bunch of folks from New Orleans. And those Cajuns are built different. There's good people down in that city, good people in that area. And as much as I like to dog the Saints, today we're all Saints fans. Today we're all New Orleans fans. So Senator Kennedy, I hope justice is done. You're the right kind of person to get to the bottom of it. But we've got to let everything play out. So our hearts, our minds, and our prayers are with the people in New Orleans. So God bless them. Keep them safe. This is Brian here on PolitiBrawl. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one. Hope you enjoyed this segment. And until then, y'all have a good one. And remember, in this new year, let your loved ones know that you love them.